Another December Daily 2022 live. I'm gonna wait here for just a minute for the video to click on over to the live so I can see comments and make sure that we are good to go. Oh, that was very fast today. No, I don't want to hear myself. Okay, cool. Wow, that was very, very fast. It's usually not that fast. It does that for me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back today. I am very excited to come into my craft room and make something. Today I have not been in here very much. I've actually been finishing up decorating my home, which feels really good because I've just had bins and boxes everywhere for the last week. And now everything is put away. I just need to clean the kitchen and vacuum the floors, and my house is settled for the season, which has me, what do I want to say? It has me, I'm hoping I put the right link in for today. Sorry, I'm just thinking about this. Normally there's a bunch of you here by now. I'm going to double check something really quick and then I'll be right back. Give me one second. 1 second. Skip over this part. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I had the right one in there today. Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay, yep, we're good to go. We're good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had the right link on there. Anyway, hi. Okay, there you guys are. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Julie. Yeah, I was like, uh-oh, did I accidentally put the wrong link in? Because that's happened before, for sure. Anyway, so, awesome. We're back. So anyway, today's story, my prompts, 2 of them, right? So the first one for design is paper piecing. I keep wanting to say paper piercing, like poking, but that's not. It's piecing, as in like taking a bunch of pieces of paper and putting them together to create something else. And then my journaling prompt was, this is awesome, and here's why. So although I didn't directly write out this was awesome and here's why, I did use that as a general jumping off point for my journaling, talking about the day and you know, something that happened that was awesome in the day. So that's pretty much that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, flip us over to the desk view here and get started making this page. I was talking about how I am excited to craft because I've just been decorating and cleaning all day, which really needed to happen, and I'm so glad to have that over with. Although I still need to vacuum, which is like one of my least favorite things. Favorite thing when it's done, least favorite thing when I need to do it, and clean the kitchen, which is probably even worse. Honestly, I would vacuum over clean the kitchen or clean bathrooms any day. Bathrooms is definitely my least favorite house chore. Anywho, how's everybody's Wednesday? What did you guys end up doing last night? Anything fun? I'm gonna plug this in and then I can make sure we're stable and we'll be good to go. Okay. So tell me about your day. And because we're not gonna be together, so we're gonna finish this layout today, and then I won't be here again until Monday. So that'll be our next live where we'll work on, you know, tomorrow's story and blah, blah, blah. So since we're not going to be together over the weekend, tell me what you're up to this weekend. Do you have any fun plans ahead? Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about this story, the concept, and why I chose the photos that I chose. And then we're going to just dive into making it. So I knew that I needed a photo. Oh, wait, I didn't need a photo to go there. I was thinking I needed a full page photo. But I do not. Very interesting. Okay, hold on. This changes things. Oh, I should have double checked this. I was thinking that this was going to go here. You know what I'm going to do? Here's what we're going to do, because I like what I designed. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this here. This is from the prep day party, the full quote. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, which I actually think will look nice. Yes. This is gonna go here so I can keep my photo on the other side. Oh, how dumb. That's okay. Mistakes happen. All right, so anyway, I really thought that I had a full page photo that I needed to put on the back side of this. Apparently I did not. So I printed this photo, which has a little bit to do with my story, but it's not really the bulk of the story. The bulk of the story is this photo right here, which is a photo of the kids, Aaron and I, with Santa and Mrs. Claus, which we went to a shopping, the elementary schools here do this event that they call Santa's Workshop. And they have vendors come in and set up booths where the items for purchase are $7 or less so that children can come in and buy presents for their family. And it's not too expensive. So we took the kids, we went shopping. I knew Santa and Mrs. Claus were going to be there. And we knew that Jonah would want to go and see Santa and tell him what he wanted. But Izzy, and I say this in the journaling, while she likes the idea of Santa, she does not like the real deal Santa at all. He gives her anxiety in person. So after, a couple of years when she was younger, pre-COVID, we used to go with her to see Santa. And every time, she would throw a tantrum or she would hide behind us. She wouldn't look at him at all. And so when we were freshly in our parenting roles, for us, that was like, oh no, our kid is misbehaving. Like, why is she acting this way? Not recognizing that there was some kind of anxiety there over maybe stranger danger, maybe just the fact that this person is supposedly evaluating if they're good or they're bad. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff about Santa that I understand why it would give a child anxiety. So after recognizing that she has anxiety when it comes to Santa, we as parents have made the decision, right, that we will never force her to visit with Santa ever again. Never. Now, throughout COVID, we did set up virtual calls. There's a company called Santa Club, the Santa Club, something like that, where Santa will Zoom with your child instead of you having to go and see them in person. Now, because of COVID, we were not going to see anybody in person. We signed up for that to see how she would do with virtual Santa. And she actually did really, really well with virtual Santa. So we did that for 2 years. And then this year we're like, well, we'll take Jonah to see him. And, Izzy can just stay with me as we're in line. Like, it's totally fine. And, so that's what we did. She just stood with me. I'm like, you do not have to go see Santa. You could just stay with me. It's fine. And right before we were done, the photographer who was there looked at Izzy and I and said, hey, would you like to be in the photo with your dad and your brother and Santa and Mrs. Claus? And I looked at Izzy, like, we don't have to. We can stay right here. It's fine. And she was like, no, I would like to go be in the photo. I was shocked. I was like, jaw drop shocked that she was open to it. She still is obviously, like, her face is very much like nervous. She's still very nervous, but she made the decision to go ahead and be part of the photo. And so that was a really big deal. So that was awesome. It was awesome that she was brave and went and had a picture, and it was her choice to do that. So anyway, that is the main story for today. But I didn't have a picture that was, the resolution was high enough or where all of us were included that I could print in the larger scale. So I printed this photo instead, which has an additional part of the story for today. But the main thing is this. So using let's put the photos to the side for now. Using the concept of paper piecing, what I want to do today is a somewhat scrap lift of a page that Allie Edwards did in 2021, 1, I think. It must have been, because that's when these were from. I have these really large shipping tags. They are basically a 4x8 shipping tag. And I'm going to use this side for tomorrow's, well, technically today's story. Today, I'm getting together with my local book club, and I pulled the prompt that says, when we are together, ... And so I'm going to stamp when we are together and put 10 different things about meeting up with my book club. So that means, because I'm going to stamp on this and I'm going to write on this, the back side of the tag, which will be today's, what we're going to work on today, I'm going to build on a separate piece. And then tomorrow, or I guess Monday, we'll stick the 2 pieces together so that it can go in the album. But this way, I don't have to worry about the bulk, because I'm afraid that once I put my stuff on the tag, what I want to do today with it anyways, I'm afraid that it'll be too bulky for me to actually clearly stamp and write. So I brought this out so you could see, like, this is what I'm going to be using tomorrow. And also because I need to, I'll use it as a template for me to cut around when I get this part done. Okay. So long story for what we're doing today, but I figured I'd give you the heads up on what this story is all about, and then we can get into the construction. Now, I've pulled out a bunch of pattern papers from my stash. Some are from this year, some are from last year. I just wanted a variety of colors and patterns that I could use to create this thing that we're going to be doing today. So you can see there's like a whole bunch of them. So this one, the red, like with the creatures, the forest creatures, is from this year. I've got the craft presents, which was in the specialty paper pack. I've got this black with gold foil dots on it. A confetti looking polka dot from last year. This is also from last year, a bunch of handwritten words, white on red, as well as this kind of rick-racky looking stripe. That one's really cute. This one that says jingle, fa la la, merry. This one's from this year. It's, you know, the green words. This one is actually, so it has tiny little words on it, and this is from Vicki Boutin, a Vicki Boutin page, but I like the little text on there. I've got a green buffalo check, a red buffalo check, and this green stripe, which is in a circle because this is what I cut out of the page we did earlier in the week. So what I want to do is cut these into strips, and I'm just going to place them on a diagonal on this whole piece here, and then we'll cut it into a tag shape. So it's essentially going to give us a pattern through the use of a lot of different pattern papers. And I think that that'll look really fun. And then you'll see, if you watched any of Allie's process videos last year, you'll see where this comes from. It is a tag that she made, that she put a bunch of tiny phrase stickers all over it and then added a pocket on top, which is also what I'm going to do so I can put my story onto the page. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start cutting these into strips. Like, how do I want you to go? Okay, so I suppose I want it to be fairly straight. This gets a little hard to see because of those little stripes where it's like, oh, you know, it, how thick do I want these? Maybe I want these like 1/2 inch. We'll try 1/2 inch and see how that looks. Thickness wise, I can always make it smaller. I think that will be good. Because the alternative would be, I think 1/4 inch is going to be too small. We can find out. 1/4 inch. Oh yeah, that's going to be too small. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go with 1/2 inch. I could go in between that, but I don't, it's easier to measure it this way. So I'm going to do maybe like 3 strips of each pattern. And then we'll build it from there. So let me see what you guys are up to this weekend. So Cindy, you have a bunch of Christmas parties, and you are making some gifts. So hoping to finish those up. That's awesome. We have a bunch of parties coming up in, I think some of them are happening next week, and then the week after that for sure. This weekend, it's going to be a pretty chill weekend. I think I say that, and then we'll probably make plans. And then it won't be chill. But that's okay. Hey, Mallory and Judy Etienne. I was asking everyone what your plans are for the weekend. So if you haven't told me yet, tell me your plans. What are you up to this weekend? You know, Aaron told me, I got to remind him. Maybe I can make him do it. Oh, I'm going to make him do it. That's not even going to be. I'm just going to make him do it. He, you know, you guys know that Aaron loves to cook. He just loves to cook. And he usually majorly judges me when I cook. I also like to cook, but I'm just not going to spend, you know, hours and hours making meals that my kids will not like. And, you know, I mean, I like them. It's fine. I could just make it for me. But, you know, I got stuff to do and places to be and books to read and all that. So anyway, my point is I don't spend all of my time, you know, making the most gourmet meals you've ever had in your life. They're pretty simple. So Aaron, on the other hand, likes, he's fancy. He's a fancy guy. So he likes to look up recipes and make different things. And he's one of those people who, if he had like a pasta thing, you know, the attacher that you put on, that you would put on like a mixer and it makes your own pasta. Like, he's that type of person. He would do that. Whereas I'm not going to do that. Anyway, he found a recipe lately or recently that was for eggnog, homemade eggnog. And so he told me he's going to make it. And I'm excited for that. I want him to make it. So I'm going to bother him and tell him to do it. And then I'll rope him into watching some kind of Christmas rom-com with me. I roped him into watching that Noel one. What's it called? Noel Diary, Noel Letters, Noel something. Anyway, it was really cute. That was on Netflix. It's new this year, and it is a really cute movie. It, like, gets you in your feels. It was good. And I started watching it. Oh, I just made that too big. Whoops. I started watching it by myself, you know, on the couch. And then slowly, very slowly, he started watching it with me, you know. And he's like, I know what's going to happen and all this stuff. And he's like, this movie is making me feel things. I'm like, yeah, I know. Anyway, so hopefully this weekend we'll have some homemade eggnog and some Christmas rom-com movies. I hope that's in my future. Let's see, Tammy, you are going to go see some Christmas lights. Oh, it's supposed to rain. Is it Christmas lights that you can see from your car, like a drive-through thing? Or is it one where you would go outside and walk in the lights? I need to text my sister. Actually, you know what? I'm going to see her tonight, so I'll ask her tonight. We talked about going to the light event thing at her zoo in Lansing, and I need to follow up with her on that because we're going to run right on out of time. I'm going to have more than enough strips here, but whatever, it's fine. I am a-okay with that. Some of these papers I am fine cutting into, like this one, this craft present paper, because I don't see myself using it as a background paper. It could be done and it would be super cute, but I just probably won't do that. So cutting into it so I actually do use some of it, right? All right, and this one, Some of these I used for my prompt jar. It's where this red one went to, and one of the green ones too from this year's pack. Okay, one more, and then we can figure out placement. Okay, there we go. Tedious part number 1 done. And a lot more tedious parts to go. That's okay. That's the thing with paper piecing, is that it does tend to be fairly tedious, but always worth it in the end, in my opinion. All right, so there's my scraps, which I don't throw away until the end of the season. Except like this I would throw away, because that's, you know, I'm not going to use that. So away it goes. Let's see what else there. Okay, Tammy, so a drive-through. Okay. And there's a walk-through portion. Oh, well, hopefully it won't rain, and then you'll be able to do it. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for you. Let me see. Etienne, you're taking photos at the kids' school with Santa on Sunday and making, oh, and Sunday you're making gingerbread houses. Yay! We need to get some gingerbread house kits too, because we love doing that. And ours will not look like that one I already showed you. That one's like, you'll never see a gingerbread house picture from me where the gingerbread house looks that good ever again. That's it. Yes, Mallory, the movie we watched has the guy from This Is Us. Yeah. I don't know his real name. I only know him as Kevin. But it has him in there. It was really cute. I recommend it. All right, so I'm putting these into the piles so we can see them all. And then I might rearrange the piles, although, I mean, this isn't so bad. It's kind of cute in this order. I'm like, I want to rearrange them so I can have like not too many greens or reds. I don't know though, that's not bad. If they were all, I feel like this one needs to go further from the other one though. Like maybe that one next. And then maybe, so this could go at the bottom. Maybe you. And then we got a lot of reds together. So I'm thinking this red could go maybe like there. This red could go, wait, maybe we'll keep it there, but I'll move this to here. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Let's see what else. What else we got? Judy, you're supposed to go celebrate Christmas with 2 of the kids and family, but you've been sick with the cold and the flu. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed for you too, that that the cold gets kicked to the curb, because that's not fun. For putting this together, what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to start in the middle, and I'll build up and I'll build down from here. So I'm going to put this on a diagonal because I like things on a diagonal for a few reasons. One, it helps to differentiate between things that are straight up and down. So once I get the pocket built on top of it, and once I get the pocket built on top and the tags and everything in there, it'll give a visual separation to have the angle versus the straight up and down. The other thing it does is it hides imperfection. So if you are creating a repeat stamp pattern, if you are piecing paper, like whatever it is, doing so on an angle is going to make any imperfections seem like they are not there, which is good if that's something that would bother you. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just add tape and put these in a row, and that's going to be this. So yay. Whoops. Judy, you're drinking tons of tea and taking vitamin C. Good, 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 good. hopefully getting some rest too. We've had bouts of sickness around here too. That's not fun. I don't know if it's flu or what it is, but Jonah was sick all of last week. Izzy had a day of running a fever this week where it was just in the evening. It was weird. Like she had a fever in the evening and then she was fine. Fine after that. So it's like an evening thing. I don't know, but I'm over it. Okay. And then what, the green. Probably don't need to put tape on the entire strip anymore. Oh well. And a red. So it looks like I'll be able to get all of these on there, which is nice. It's going to be just a little bit of the polka dot, but then there'll be more polka dot up at the top. So it's fine. I think actually I'll just do like a little bit here. Would that fit? Yeah, it would. And then so apparently I only needed like one strip, maybe two of each of these. Oh, well. Okay, I want something where there's polka dot showing. So it doesn't just look like a random white piece. So maybe this one right here where the green is, that'll work. And then before I fill in the rest of this, I am just going to trim around the rectangle because it's all sticking to my table. So that way I don't have to worry about it sticking, even though ultimately I'm going to cut this whole thing down too. So that it becomes that same tag shape. Oops. But it'll just be easier to work with like this, I think. Okay, so all right. Okay, toss this away, get it out of the way, and then we're going to continue on the upward slant. Okay, so those I don't need anymore, but I could keep them because they could be really cute for like a trim piece on one of these pages or, you know, something down the line. Okay, so now I'm going to work backwards. Nope. Another thing that you could do with paper piecing, in years past, Allie and other creators have done the triangles that you then form into a heart. That is, I would consider that paper piecing. You could also, on Pinterest, because I did a Pinterest search to see if I could find anything kind of cool that I wanted to try. But for this particular story, I felt like, I don't know, I just needed a more simple way to tell the story where I could include the photo from the event. So anyway, I did a search on Pinterest and there are quilt patterns essentially, because that's the same idea, piecing together shapes to create larger shapes. And this one person did a really cool reindeer. like super cool reindeer. And there's also a bunch of really cool looking trees too. I did consider for a moment making some trees out of different shaped triangles because I thought that would be really cool. And then using a bunch of those on a page to create a pocket that I could hold my journaling in. But then decided against that. I don't even know why. Maybe because I thought it would be too bulky. It's possible. Okay, and then I just need a little piece of this green here. Yeah, I'm like, did I do it where I can get the two tones? Yes. Okay, and then we'll cut the excess off, and then these are all just bonus pieces for something else. Okay. Okay, so there is my pieced together pattern. And I think it looks really good. So with this part done, what this is going to do is it's going to go on the back side of the tag I was showing you earlier. So I need to use this tag as a template for cutting out my pattern. So I think what I will do is just very lightly add some adhesive on here because I can rub that right back off. It won't be an issue. And I'm going to place this as evenly as I can. I think that'll be good. Okay. I think that'll be fine. And then we will trim it out. Okay. I'm not sure if we have anything going on tomorrow for Friday, although maybe we'll have eggnog going on for Friday, who knows. But I'm not sure if we have anything going on. So one of the stories I'm considering for my Friday story, because today I want to do book club, you know. I think I would like to have my book club story in my album. So today will be book club. But for tomorrow, I was thinking about going around my house once I get it the rest of the way cleaned. And also the sun is, you know, quickly fading today. So I don't have a lot of hours left of light. But tomorrow when I've got the house all ready, to grab my phone and film with a video, like a walkthrough of the house. And then use that to create a QR code and do a thing about just home decor. Because last year we decorated a little bit in the house, but this year is definitely much more so now that we're more settled in this home. But, come on out. But anyway, so I'm thinking about doing that, and that it would be just kind of fun to edit a video of a walkthrough of the house at Christmas time. So I'm thinking about that. I mean, I would do photos and stuff as well, but to have video as part of it, I think would be really cool. All right, so we've got this tag. So now these tags will go back to back, right? So you'll have this on the front that goes with this big picture I've got. And then on the back, we'll have my story that I will write tomorrow about book club today. But for now, I'm going to set this to the side for tomorrow's story. because I don't necessarily need that anymore right now. And then we're going to build the rest of this layout. So what I wanted to do, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do transparency or if I'm going to do vellum. I might lean towards vellum. Actually, you know what, before we make that decision, let's go ahead and put together this photo. So I want this photo to go on the back side of a journaling card. So what I'm going to do is to position this as best I can so I can get us all in here, maybe like that. And then I'm just going to trim it out and then it will go on the back side of this card. I do have a second photo because they gave us 2. So I don't mind cutting into one. I really wouldn't, if I only had one, I wouldn't mind cutting into only one either. But I do have a backup. Okay, I think we'll do that. Maybe I'll stick it down onto the back side. Oh yeah, I'll get us all in there. Very good. I don't care about the year being there because it's going into this album, so I'll know that it's 2022. And then I can stick these together and trim off the rest. Okay. So that gives me the Santa picture. And see, we're all in there. It looks so good. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Okay. So in addition to this card here from the Paisley Press kit, check off that little tabby there. So I journaled on here about the Santa photo. And then I also have another tag that says Be Jolly. And this one I journaled about the story that goes with my large photo. And then I've got a few extra little bits and pieces to put with this, which actually I'll just do that. And I'm contemplating putting the Santa on the front of the pocket. This little Santa die cut. Or if not the Santa die cut, then maybe, you know, one of the pleather ones or one of the layered stickers that I can unlayer. I think what I want to do, well, let's see. So if I string these on this way, because I want to be able to swivel these so I can read the journaling. So first, let me see if I do it this way, can I swivel that to the side? Not super easily, although, oh, come on, point, get out of there. There we go. Maybe if it's angled slightly, then I could. Yeah, I can. Okay. So I think I want it like this. Otherwise, I would string it through only one and then tie it into a bow or something along those lines. Okay. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to, just like in the one that Allie did, she used the star as a home for her number, and I want to do the same thing. I just need to find my numbers in here. Kind of want the like fatter ones, these ones. And I like doing a 0 and the next letter, or the next number, I mean, so I can do like 0 and then the 7. Okay. So that'll be my number. Done and done. Okay. All right, so this and this piece are going to slip down into a pocket that I'm going to build onto this tag. So the question is going to be, do we go with like a transparent pocket. I was considering putting the Santa in here so that when you pull this stuff out, the Santa's on top, and that's kind of cute. I kind of like that, actually. Okay, so plastic, or let's see what the vellum would look like. The vellum's going to give us a little bit more separation between the tags and the Santa I put on top. So it would be more like this. And then when you take it out, I'm thinking I might just do the plastic. I kind of like it not being muted down. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is go with plastic here. Instead of doing this though, this is just like a piece of transparency. One thing with doing transparency is sometimes it gets really staticky and it's hard to put things in and out of the pockets, especially if you've got a bunch of things you're putting in there. So I think instead I might grab a transparency, which do I have any? Not a transparency, a page protector. I should have some somewhere around here. Maybe, nope. Nope, not you. Where did they all go? No. Are you in this? Oh, I bet you're in this. Okay. Sorry, it's taken me a second to find these. There they are. Okay. Just have like a thing that's just full of transparencies. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to take one of these that has the pocket for the 3x4. Let's try it this way. Set that down. So I can trim out the 3x4. And I was thinking I kind of wanted to, I could probably stitch right on top of the fusing. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that. Okay, so maybe we'll use this so that it's not jagged or anything. All right, so I'm gonna go just outside of the fusing. There, we'll cut it that way. That, oh wow, is that still, no. No, I'm like, is that still somehow fused together? No, it's not. Okay. And then I'm gonna go just outside the fusing on the bottom as well. So I have plenty of room to stitch it down. The nice thing about using a pocket is it's also going to help protect the photo behind it when it goes against all of the paper. So that way I won't have to worry about that. It'll just slip right into the pocket. Okay, we're gonna try that, which I think is also what Allie did. I don't know. I think she used a pocket on hers too. I don't remember to do that very often. I always forget that I can do that. Okay, so that's going to be stitched on, which we're gonna do here in a moment. Put that to the side. And actually, maybe I'll just go ahead and do that now. Is this one? Okay, so this one is a functional pocket now too. So maybe I'll just stick that up there for another day, another time, another story. Okay, so I'm gonna use my sewing machine. We'll pull that out. Today we're stitching not through, trim, so hopefully my machine will cooperate I am still going to be using the gold thread, so maybe not. And I am also still going to be going through a bunch of glue because all those strips have glue on them, but you know, maybe, just maybe, it'll be easier. Oh yes, you guys, so post it so we can see. Millie, what are you asking me to post? I forget. I'm looking at this too late. Now I don't know. Tell me what you want me to post, and I'll post it. Allie's, is it Allie's one? Because I can, for sure. Also, yes, One Little Word registration has opened up today. So if you enjoy the One Little Word project and community, you'll definitely want to go check that out. I think that the registration, you have a percentage off. It might be like $5 off until the end of the month. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's true. So just as an FYI, also it's a really, 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 really good Christmas present if there's somebody you're still searching for, or if someone's asking you what to get you and you don't know, that's a great option. The guest instructors and I, so Lucretia, Victoria, Azari, Liz, Felicitas, and me, I think that's all of us, right? We're all coming back next year. So you'll be able to still, we'll challenge you with all the prompts next year too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stitch this. It's gonna be kind of loud. Oh, the walkthrough video. Yes, I will post it. Yes, I will. And I'll also QR code it, and whoever wants to watch it can watch it that way too. But I will post it in the Facebook group for you when I video my walkthrough. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna get this started this way, and then I'm gonna go. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna sew. So just, you know, fair warning. How do I want to put you on here just so I can keep you in place. Okay, that's good. All right, here we go. No, it's still. All right, well, apparently it still hates me, so fair warning that this might take me a hot second to get through. Because I will not be deterred by you and your peskiness. Tell my machine not to be such a Grinch. Just stitch it. Oops. Okay, come on. Oh, it's gonna be fun. All right. Attempt number 2. Going on here crooked too? No, we're still okay. We think. 2 attempts and we did it. It's not like the best. There you go. Where are you caught? There. I think it's just the gold thread, to be honest. That it just really dislikes it. I need to get some white. I need to get some white. Need to. Need to. It's no longer a want. It's a need. All right, so let's trim this all off. Boop. And see how that worked out. I've never stitched on a plastic pocket before, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's a little bubbly. But here's the opening. Okay. But do you function correctly? Yes. Heck yes. All right. Yay. Okay, so that works where it goes in the pocket. Awesome. And these pieces, not Santa, these pieces can also go into the pocket. I want the number 7 on the outside. Okay. Like that, essentially. And then, okay, and then Santa can go right in the middle. Oh, and it's so cute. All right, so for this, I'm gonna use my double-sided tape. Yeah, yes, the metallic tape is not fun to work with, but it's really pretty on. I'll tell you what I love about metallic tape is it is super, super easy to thread into a machine because it's so stiff that it's easy to get through the eye of the needle, and I love it for that. But other than that, it's not easy to use. So yeah, I need to get some white and use it so that my machine can love me again. I miss the days when my machine loved me. All right, so I'm gonna stick this guy on there good. Come on. And then we can move on to the photo. So this was the crafty part, which was fun. That was fun to make this. It turned out really cute. All right. So there's Santa. The rest of those little tags go in there. And it's going to be like that. So that's that. Oh, and I also have somewhere around here. I also have one of these sticky attacher things from Citrus Twist. That's what I'm going to use to put this into the album. Just want to make sure it's kind of even here. Maybe like there, I think. Sure. Seems about right. Okay. And then tomorrow, or when I do the story for tomorrow, it'll go on the back side and the strip of adhesive will be hidden. It'll be sandwiched between the 2 tags. But I do want to trim off the part that I do not need. Which is that. And this. Okay. So that will help it to go into the album. Now, throw all this away, move this off, and we'll bring over the photo. My second photo, anyways. So the second photo here, this larger one, is I took it in the front yard of my parents' house. So on Wednesdays, I take Jonah over to my mom's house, my mom, my dad, and they watch him for the day, and then they will pick Izzy up from school and bring them both back home, and my mom makes dinner for them, and they have dinner with my parents, kind of hang out with them. And then right around bedtime, they bring them home. So it's just it's a way to help us out with childcare, but it also is a way to keep them connected and whatnot with their grandparents. So something we're super thankful for, which is made possible by the fact that we live 5 minutes from them. It makes it really easy. So my parents have been adding to their Christmas lights collection, and this year they got these really cool candy canes that they have lining their sidewalk. I didn't know that they got them until we were there. I don't think Jonah did either. So we got out of the car and we were both like, whoa, these are so cool. And so he was running around. I was taking pictures of him. I like this face. It's just kind of like a silly face. And then I liked that his eyes are pointed towards the tags and everything that holds the story for this day. So I did talk a little bit about the candy canes in my journaling, and that's what's on that the smaller tag, which I'll read that all to you guys before we are done here today. What I was thinking about doing, because my prompt was, this is amazing, or this was amazing, and here's why, I pulled out my awesome story stamp, and I'm thinking about stamping on here the words like awesome, amazing, wonderful, great, good. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, super. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Okay. It's always worse when you can't sneeze. So I'll take it. Anyway, I'm considering stamping these. I was thinking about doing it on the darker shade of the sidewalk so that it has the word like awesome and amazing going down the path. I think that would be kind of cool, and something just like a little small touch. And then maybe putting some kind of embellishment somewhere. Oh, like that kind of fits up there. I don't know. I don't know yet if I want to put anything on this. So I suppose what I need to do is first hole punch this. And then I need to figure out ink that I want. Do I want to use black? Is black even going to show up? I don't know. I feel like I need a test piece. I wonder if I've got, I kind of want to see if I've got some photo paper anywhere that I can test on. No. Oh yes, here's a piece. Okay, so here's some of the photo paper I used because I want to see what would gold, the metallic gold, how would that stamp on photo paper? Because I think that could be kind of cool. Can I do the word like super? Sure. But if it shows up, if it doesn't show up, then I've not had the best of luck with the metallic inks. Oh, okay. You know what? That actually shows up better on here than it does on regular paper. Okay. Okay, so maybe I'll do gold along. So it'll be gold foiled. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Okay, let's do it. Oh, Mary, you got caught up on Jenny's class? I haven't looked into it yet because I've just been really busy, but it is on my to-do list for sure. What do I want to do here? So I'm really glad that you are working through it. And that it's awesome. It's Jenny. I can't imagine it not being super awesome, you know? Okay, so I am going to bend this one. We're going to come back to the super here in a minute while I do wonderful first. Okay. Make sure that that's on there, like super good. Don't you move. Okay. All right. So, okay, I'm going to get my head in here. I apologize in advance. Okay, so we got wonderful. Need my chamois. Okay. That's the sharpest curve for this one. I think I'll put super over here. I definitely want the word awesome. Which I kind of want, I think I need the bigger one. All right. I kind of want it slightly curved. Yeah. And I'm gonna need this, right? No, I'm not, but I will after this. So we've got awesome. And then what? We'll do amazing. Yep, that'll work. So amazing. Okay. And then the last ones are going to be like partial words. That's okay. Do I have any like tiny? No. I was like, do I have any tiny that I want to put up here? I don't think so. Although I could put amaze balls right here. That would fit. Okay, maybe I will just to fill that in because I think that'll help it look more, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so amaze balls is gonna go here. And then we'll do, I've got so good and I've got great. So, I mean, you won't really see the words, that's fine. So we'll layer this under here to pick up any of the ink that goes off the edge. And I can actually feel good about using my metallic inks. I never use them because I haven't had great luck with them. But apparently photo paper, they like my photo paper. Okay. Okay, that's so good. All right, so that gives me my path of words that I thought would be kind of fun. Okay, so we've got that, which has the foiliness to it. That's pretty fun. So it's just a question of, and I actually did pull some things out as potentials. You know, is just, do I want to add anything or no? I've got Let It Shine. I actually kind of like that. This one says Laughing All the Way. Or it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. Interesting. I'm debating. I'm like, I kind of like all of those on there. Well, let's put this back because this is what it goes next to. Okay, I like the Let It Shine. But I feel like just that alone would be kind of, I don't know. I feel like I might just put all of them on there. I don't know. Because it feels like I'm supposed to go like from here down to here. You know what I mean? Like the Let It Shine, and then it's like pointing down the path. And then at the bottom of the path, you have a message there. I don't know. It makes sense to my eyes. So I'm just going to do it. Just going to do it. All right. So let me put all this on here, and then I'll read you my journaling, and that'll be today's. Do I have a spare paper? And then I'm going to see what all you guys are talking about, because I've just been ignoring you here for a moment. Sorry. Did that put anything on here? It did. Okay, it's enough. So, laughing all the way. I don't mind putting roller adhesive on the back of that because does this actually have a backing on it? Does it, or are you faking me out? No, it does. Yes. I'm so happy when they have backing and stickiness. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but I'm going to look at what you guys are talking about. I assume probably one little word. Okay. And Let It Shine, which makes sense because it's lights. Oops. And shiny. Okay. All right, so let me see here. Building your own kit. Yes. Huh? Sticker or something that says December looks different. I don't know. I'm thinking about like, have I noticed anything recently with December looks different? I haven't. I would say, throw that back where it goes. I would say if you haven't already checked the any of the digitals or the products that you have from, especially digitals from 2020, that if there was a year where Allie would have made, you know, something along those lines, that to me, I would assume she would have done it that year with COVID. But I can't think of anything offhand with that. There's a lot of like, you know, typical or, you know, everyday story, or Decembers are hard, or, you know, like stuff like that. I can't think of specifically, you know, this December looks different, or December looks different. Okay. All right. So let me read this real quick. And then Mary, so all we were talking about is just that one little word, launched, today, that it has launched. I still need to probably post something in my stories and, you know, be a good representative of the class and do that. So sometime today you'll know, I'll put it in my stories, that registration is open, but it is open, and all the same instructors are returning again. We are doing our last Zoom conversation tomorrow for the current year. And then I don't know if we're talking about the words that we chose in that video tomorrow, or if that's going to be part of the first, like an intro to the class. I don't know what it's going to be, but or when we're going to talk about that, but I'm assuming probably tomorrow we'll talk about words, or our words for 2023, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so anyway, it's open. You can register. So, okay, here's my story. This is it for today. So I've got the photo, I've got the gold foil stamping on the path, which I like because it's there, but it's subtle. I can see it here on I'm looking at the video, and it's hard to see it super clearly on the video. And I think that's a good thing, that it blends, but it's there for a little added something. And then we've got the tag on this side, which again, scrap lifted from a previous layout that Allie made in you know what I need to do with this? She made it in 2021, I think. I need one of these tabs on this card, because that's going to be really hard to get out otherwise. So let's put a tab on here just to make this easier. Oops, we'll do that. These are just those Avery tabs that have the stickers on them. And then do I have oh, you know what, I do. I put them in here. Oh my God. The inside parts. I have them here. Figured it would be easier to get them on my table. And then I probably just need like a small phrase like this. And there is a ton of them on here. So which one do I want to pick? Maybe I'll just do that same gold foil just to carry that over too. So how about, I could do not planned, just happened. We could do something wonderful, sure. And I'm seeing if there's anything on here about, oh, Santa, I know him. How about that? Like something about Santa. Okay, so hopefully I have that the right direction. Santa, I know him. And then on the other side, we can say something wonderful. Okay. All right, there we go. That'll make that easier to get in and out. I eventually will probably go back through my whole album and add more of these tabs throughout on the pages that are not the same size as the 10 by 8. All right, I was going to see if I could more easily pull those apart, but no, that's okay. Okay. Here we go. Something wonderful, Santa, I know him. Okay, so I'll go ahead and read my journaling. So for this one, the 3x4 card is related to the Santa story. So I said, if you would have told me that I would ever again have a photo of Santa and Izzy, I would have said no way. Izzy loves the idea of Santa, but she's not crazy about the real deal. As Erin and I have matured as parents, we've recognized the anxiety that in-person Santa causes Isabella and decided that we wouldn't pressure her to visit with him ever again. This year, we were shopping at the elementary school's Santa's workshop when Jonah told us he would like the chance to talk to Santa. Izzy stood in line with us and off to the side as Erin and Jonah visited with him. When it was time for photos, the photographer asked Izzy and I if we would like to be in it. I turned to Izzy and told her we did not have to, and I was happy to wait with her. She totally surprised me when she said she would like to be in the photo. We all squeezed together as the lights flashed and a happy Santa memory was made. So there we go. And she's like, you know, her face is kind of like, oh, I'm unsure of this. But she had Baby Giraffe to keep her brave. Baby Giraffe got in the photo with Santa too, of course. And it was a really good thing. It was really good. She was super brave. Okay, so I'm going to stick that back in this pocket. There we go. And then, all right, let's cooperate, please. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so that's back in the pocket. Then I've got the little tag piece here. So this one I said, and this is related to the larger photo, I said, in their empty nest years, my parents have gotten more and more into decorating their home for the holidays. I love seeing the growing collection of outdoor lights and the way my mom spruces up every room of her house, infusing them with the holiday spirit. This year, they added these amazing candy cane lights, which got an exclamation of joy out of both Jonah and I as we stopped by to drop Jonah off for the day. They are so totally awesome. And that's it. So just very simple, you know, yay, candy cane lights. And there we go. So that goes into the album. And then tomorrow, or, you know, story number 8, it will be built on the back side of this with probably some larger photo of some sort. But who knows? We'll see we'll see how the day shakes out and what kind of photos I can get out of book club tonight. So this is going to go on the back side of my quote page, and the quote page is going to go next to the photo that we did yesterday, this like counting all the ways photo. So it'll go like that, which I think looks really cute. So yay for another story done. We're all caught up to the current day. That's very exciting too. All right, so let me see if there's anything else I did not get to for all of you who are here. I don't think I did. Or I think we've covered everything. So, oh, Cindy, I saw your comment about having a wrapping Zoom get together. So yes, for the tier 2 people, there is a wrapping party that's going to be not this upcoming Saturday, but the following Saturday. So it's basically our Zoom event that we do on a monthly basis, but this month we're doing wrapping. We're going to wrap presents together, which should be fun. And then next year, all of the Zoom events will be available to everybody because there's only going to be that one tier, which, you know, we talked, or I posted about that. So, so it'll be a little less complicated next year. Next year, it'll be everybody. But yes, a wrapping party because, I mean, we all need an excuse to get together and wrap presents. I need an excuse to wrap presents. I need an appointment to wrap presents. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. So I guess it's not an excuse. It's an appointment for me. So, all right. So, oh, and Mallory, about the notebook. So the notebook is different this year. I don't know. I assume she did a walkthrough of the products, but I can show you because I actually have everything here. This is the the notebook for next year, and it is a different orientation. So instead of being, you know, this way and it opens, it is now wide and it opens this way. So I don't know how I got green on me. Oh, you know, it's on my chamois. I'm like, how did I get green on me? Oh, and I have this upside down too. All right, so inside of this, it has one of the craft notebooks. So it's more like, I mean, it's sized basically as a 6x8. It's just on its side. So it's not a 10x8. It's like it's 8.5 inches by almost 7, and just under 7, which is also, you know, like, ugh, that's also kind of annoying. Like, make it exactly 7 so that it's easier to print things, whatever. Anyway, so it has this craft envelope. Then this is the notebook for this year, which is also that same orientation, right? It's horizontal instead of vertical. And this one is like the pages themselves. I would print at probably 8.25 inches by 6.25 inches. And the notebooks don't have any prompts in them anymore. So there's the monthly title page, so like January. And then inside of it, there is a page where it's kind of a cream color at the top. There is a ghosting through of the word of the month title word. Is that true for all of them? Yeah. Yeah, there's like a ghosting through of the foil. So you'd probably, like, I would probably put something on top of that. And then it says right now, and then it's just dot grid for a couple of pages. And the final page has a bunch of these little tiny squares with things to write. And every month is set up the exact same way. So this is the 2023 notebook, is this version. I do know that they set it up in such a way where it could be used for projects outside of one little word, since there's nothing in here that is one little word-ish. Even the front says currently not one little word. So I think this is something they might offer long-term in the shop. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I do know that was part of the thinking or the thought process. But that is the notebook this time around. It's not my favorite, I'll tell you that. I'm not going to be using a notebook next year. I'm going to be using the 6x8 binder or album. So anyway. All right, cool, Cindy. Yes. Oh, you found one. Yay. Awesome, Emma. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, I got to get going. It is 3:22 and I need to leave to go pick up Izzy. I didn't even know what time it was. Crap. All right, kid. All right, friends. I almost just called you kids. I said, all right, kids. No, because I say that all the time to my own kids. But all right, folks, I got to get out of here because I got to go pick up my daughter from school and not be late. So I hope that you all have an awesome weekend. Enjoy all of those fun things that you're going to do, the lights and the food and the parties and all the things. Enjoy it all. I can't wait to hear all about it on Monday. So come back, be prepared to tell me all of the things about your weekend. I will probably post some things up over the weekend on Instagram. I'm planning to get all my photos edited and get those up into the posts here on Patreon so you can see photos and stuff of the things that we've made this week, which is just yesterday's and today's that I need to take and edit. And then I will see you back here on Monday. So have a great weekend, friends. See you in the next video. Bye.